with Eamon McGee. Looking forward to the All-Ireland final against Kerry. That is a nice ring to it.
That's a nice ring to it, surely. You know, like when you were growing up and you're out the backyard, there was always Kerry you're playing in the All-Ireland final, and it was getting a goal in the last minute. So it's as Jim says, at the last day, it's a dream final.
Yeah, dream final after what was a dream semi-final. Eamon, I spoke to you very briefly after the game, and I think everybody's been thinking about it since. It was the most emotional day for Donegal people, and I include players, management, supporters, everybody last Sunday.
Yeah, you know, it's not often that the whole crowd would kind of affect, you know, but the last few minutes, to say the last 2 or 3 minutes, it was you get that vibe that this was a special occasion, and the whole, as you say, the whole emotion and the whole positive vibe it was actually. It started to flood onto you, and you know this is a big day for us. But like when you sit down and you get away from all that there and get sitting on the bus, and you kind of realise that it's only a semi-final, and the important job is now to go on and do the business in the final. And
it's interesting you say that, because anybody we've talked to, and we talked to a few of the guys before you went out to do the meet and greet, they all said that we have to finish off the job. You know, what happened last Sunday will really have been pointless if we go now and are beaten by Kerry in the final, and that's, I suppose, what you've got to be thinking about in the build up to this.
Yeah, definitely, you know, and as great a day as it was, and it was always nice to beat Dublin in Croke Park in a packed house. We'll go down and analyse the game, and there's been, even through the first week of training there's been stuff that Jim's touched on, and we know ourselves that's a lot of stuff to work on. And you know, the same way we looked at Dublin and we identified weaknesses, them boys, they'll look at that there, the Kerry boys, they'll look at the weaknesses that we have and try to exploit them. So it's a case of we have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, a lot of talk about the two McGees, obviously, yourself and Neil. There's always a lot of talk about you. One type of talk or other, I suppose, Eamon.
Always good.
Always good. And of course, talking to people, we did a bit this morning with Brendan Devaney and Gary McDade and Chris McNulty. Your two guys' names come up because immediately you were being tagged along with Kieran Donaghy and James O'Donoghue, that the two McGees will get the job of marking those two guys. And the train of thought really is, if you guys can make a job of them, it's going to make it easier for us to win. You had a big day against Kieran Donaghy a couple of years ago, and you did a great job on him that day. Eamon, looking forward to that challenge?
Well, whatever challenge, I can't say. I'm not going to try to predict what kind of job he'll have for me, but I'm sure it's in the back of his head, you know, 2012, and done alright in him that day, and he'll probably have a look at it. But whatever job we're given, we'll do it, and it's a matter of getting ourselves right physically and mentally. And hopefully, if we do come up against the two boys, Neil's, Mark and James, then we'll be fit for the task, because we seem to be in good enough shape, you know, and we're confident.
Yeah. On a personal basis, we've had a number of conversations over the last couple of years about your career and the way things went, Eamon. And I mean, you're up there now, as high as it can go, basically. But you've been in a situation where you were out of the squad and you didn't look like getting back into it. And everybody knows the story there. I mean, the last couple of years for you, even last year being in it was a disappointing year overall, but you were there very much part of it in 2012. And again, I think you said to me when you come off last Sunday, I'm going to get at least one more game out of it here, Charlie.
Well, we'll get one more game anyway, but like, that's why it's important to savour these moments now, and whatever's going through medals, through emotions or whatever, like, you have to just savour it, because as I know, like, it's not always going to be there.
Yeah.
And doors very nearly shut me, but we're there now, and we're just going to savour whatever's going.
Yeah. And finally, can you really believe it? Can you really believe it after 2012 that here we are again after what happened in 2013, Donegal in an All-Ireland final at minor and senior level against Kerry?
Yeah, I can believe it, surely, you know. Sometimes you have to pinch yourself, but it's definitely believable, because Jim has put that belief into us, and he's done a massive amount of work, and we take to the field anytime we realise it's about the hard work, you know. So definitely believable.
I wish you well, Eamon.
Thank you, Charlie. Good man. Thanks.